I think we can get policy and perhaps an ETF backed by Bitcoin sometime in the first 6 months of 2023. That's why you got to be long now. You have to, in my view, you want to be ahead of the market. But when it comes to Bitcoin, the floodgates themselves is compliance infrastructure at the sovereign fund level, the Norway fund, the Saudis, the United Arab Emirates, our own states, pension plans. If we were calling that asset, whatever we're going to call it, a commodity or a security, and we got that done, I don't care which direction it goes, why wouldn't you be allocating to any portfolio a portion to Bitcoin, just like you would for real estate, just like you would for stocks, just like you would for bonds? That would really change the dynamic on Bitcoin.
Canadian businessman, political candidate, and Shark Tank celebrity Kevin O'Leary is a big crypto advocate and has just predicted a tsunami of institutional investors coming into the space. In a recent interview, O'Leary explains that trillions of dollars could be pumped into the crypto space by family offices, pension funds, and sovereign wealth funds. But an important factor is stopping the influx of these big money investors. According to Kevin O'Leary, this important factor is regulation. O'Leary explains that he works closely with the people that are in charge of these funds, and all they're asking for is compliance infrastructure and clear-cut regulation for the crypto industry. When this happens, O'Leary predicts 20–25% price increases overnight, especially for Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Thankfully, we won't have to wait much longer to get these things and the subsequent influx of big money investors in the crypto space. According to Kevin O'Leary, the plans have been laid, and they are just about to begin. Please watch, share, and like this video as Kevin O'Leary gives an important update on oncoming bipartisan regulations for the crypto industry and its effects on the space as a whole. Also, ensure you drop your comments and observations in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. Everything helps with the YouTube algorithm, so we can keep bringing you videos on the latest market updates. Let's dive right in.
Let me give you the lay of the land as of this morning, as of right now. So we got a bill cooking right now just on US dollar and treasury bill backed stablecoin. That was going to be heard in August. It's been pushed till after the holiday, till September. The reason you would care about that vis-a-vis Bitcoin would be if we could get that bill done, and let me give you the nitty-gritty on that bill. It's not that complicated. The initiative started with the Toomey and Haggerty. They both had different bills. There's other bills, but it's all around the concept of this. Think about a money market, a Fidelity money market or a Schwab money market. There are rules about how those are built. They get audited every month, and they're not allowed to own assets supporting the money market unit price that have a duration of longer than 12 months. Same thing for stablecoin. It'll be the same idea. Look, if you're going to put out a coin and back it with US dollar, have a US dollar there. And if you're going to use T-bills, disclose how many T-bills you have and what the duration is, and let that be audited every month. Then we'd approve that. And the reason you got bipartisan support for something like that, think about, well, let's pick one, USDC. That's the one that was the most stable during the crazy Luna situation when algorithmic didn't work and it cratered. Not USDC because it was backed by the US dollar. So let's just say those kind of, not just USDC, but any coin or any token or any payment system that's going to be backed by a dollar sticks with those rules. That would be policy. And they're going to treat it, the way they're going to try and get around the whole issue is, you know, USDC or Ether or Tether or any of these things. Are they coins? Are they payment systems? Whatever. They're going to look at it and say, we don't care. Let's call it a payment system, no different than when you're transferring capital. It's going to be the same rules that we dictated in a money market fund, and then let the market compete. And so you're going to have different players with different amounts of T-bills, different amounts of cash. But the point is there'd be regulation for them. And the use of those as payment systems would become global, and it would be backed by the US dollar. That supports the US dollar as the default currency of the earth. What politician, regardless of what side of the aisle, doesn't like that? And so that's the likely first step. When institutions see that happen, let's say we get lucky and it happens in September, that's when the focus goes to Bitcoin. That's when the granddaddy asset, the one that everybody wants, that'll be the next chip to fall. And I think that's when the big opportunity is going to happen. That's after the midterms, after November 8th. The House is probably going to switch. A lot of Republicans are pro-digital, pro-crypto, pro-Bitcoin. All of that action is going to happen in the back end of the year and early in Q1 of next year. You have to make a decision. Do you get ahead of that curve, not knowing when that actually is going to occur? or do you wait until it occurs? Because it'll be, in terms of price appreciation, I believe it'll be dramatic. It'll be dramatic. You could have a gap up 10, 15, 20, 25% overnight because you've opened up trillions of dollars worth of access to a new asset class. That doesn't happen too often. And I think all of the productivity and all the people that are working on the blockchain and all the projects out there, and I always remind people, Bitcoin is not a coin, it's software. There's lots of really smart guys leaving colleges that are engineering and moving to the United Arab Emirates or the Caribbean islands. They don't stay stateside because they don't have any policy. So all that intellectual capital could come back stateside. There'll be a lot of things happening once we get policy, once we get regulation. And I think you're right. The timing is probably 6, 12 months, but Katie, bar the doors when that happens. It's going to be really wild.
As O'Leary explains, the influx of sovereign wealth funds into the crypto space will be one of the final stages of massive price gains, especially for the top cryptocurrencies. For example, Norway's sovereign wealth fund, the largest in the world, has over 1.35 trillion US dollars in assets and holds 1.4% of all of the world's companies. Plus, it is just one of many sovereign wealth funds worth several hundreds of billions of dollars and looking to get into the crypto space. If these big money investors allocate just a portion of the portfolios to crypto assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and others, the crypto industry could quickly be worth tens of trillions of dollars. Let's get back to Kevin O'Leary's interview as he speaks further about the future of the cryptocurrency industry.
My point is, when the market changes, I change. When there's a new, I'm not stubborn. I have to be realistic about what works and what doesn't. I truly believe 100%. I tell regulators this too. Within a decade, crypto will be the 12th sector of the S&P 500. We have to realize that there's so much intellectual capital going into problem solving around payment systems, around tokenization, around NFTs, authenticating physical assets. There's so much going on that you got to be a student of it. You have to do it. You have to understand it. Otherwise, you're going to be left behind.
Are you looking for a secure cryptocurrency trading platform where you can buy, trade, and hold over 600 cryptocurrencies at the lowest transaction fees? Binance is a world-class crypto exchange with a set of amazing features for all categories of crypto lovers. No matter your crypto needs, Binance has got something for you. In this short review, we will examine one of the platform's coolest features for hodlers. Binance staking is an excellent way for crypto hodlers to increase their crypto holdings while avoiding many risks associated with staking on other platforms. Binance will protect you from slashing risks, meaning you get exactly the same number of tokens you staked after the agreed duration. Though fiat value returns can vary with market conditions, Binance locked or DeFi staking is a great way to earn amazing rewards on your cryptocurrency holdings. Plus, there are no complex technical requirements for staking on Binance. With the click of a few buttons, you can get started immediately without any technical know-how. Just register on Binance, click on Binance Earn, then Staking, and select any of the mouth-watering offerings under Locked or DeFi Staking. It's super easy, convenient, and rewarding. Don't forget that Binance is still offering a mouth-watering $500 reward for all users that register with our link. Please click on the link in the description box below to get started.
I've got a whole team in my operating company that does nothing except crypto. We're looking around the world for new projects. I'm very fortunate. I get opportunities all the time. I'm a shareholder in FTX. I own a piece of Circle, Polygon, HBAR, on and on and on. I'm in deep. I'm in there. We're at 20% of our operating company's balance sheet in all kinds of crypto opportunities because I get the joke. I understand where it's going. Now, if you're not willing to take the time to educate yourself and build a team around you that can do the analysis, well, I think you'll be a loser. I think you'll underperform the overall market. I think you'll miss out on this new nascent sector that's coming into the market. You've got to embrace it. You've got to understand it. You've got to learn by buying it, managing it, understanding the volatility, and watching it. That's how it works. But the upside for all of us, whether you agree or not, is price appreciation. That's what matters. You own coin today at 23,000. You wait and see what happens after it becomes regulated. You'll own coin at 100 and above 1,000 because the rest of the market can participate. And I think that's the most important message everybody can get their head around when they engage in Bitcoin. The question is, where's the middle ground that lets the sovereign wealth guys buy Bitcoin? How do we get there? How do we get there? I got to tell you, I talk to these boys every day. Unlimited amount of capital ready to come at it when they get compliance infrastructure, when they get policy. We got to get there. I mean, you know, it's time to get there now. It really is. Let's get there. And then everybody, if you want to own all your assets in Bitcoin, that's cool. At least you've got policy around it. If you want to have, diversity and you want some Swiss francs, you want some Bitcoin, you want some Ethereum, you want some Solana, you want some Polygon, okay too. Let the market be broad for everybody. My point is, rarely can you have stability when all your assets are in one asset class. You get a lot of vol there. But I want to have a lot in Bitcoin. When I say 20% in what I've got across crypto positions, I got 32 positions. The largest right now is Bitcoin and Ethereum.
That's Mr. Wonderful giving a much-needed update on regulations for the cryptocurrency industry. Late last year and early this year, before the Luma implosion and unmistakable signs of a bear market, we were all excitedly looking forward to these updates and how they would shape the future. Despite what is happening with prices, we mustn't lose sight of these important updates and the massive changes they would bring to the cryptocurrency industry. What do you think about Kevin O'Leary's interview? Do you think we will get regulations and a spot Bitcoin ETF as soon as 2023? Please share your replies in the comment section below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.